Hello, my name is Namrata, and welcome to this week's theme on the power to face. I find that the best way to face life's challenges is to watch it as an entertaining movie or an entertaining game. This takes away the heaviness and brings in lightness, similar to when we are tackling a ball in a football game with so much hobby energy. This week, we will explore different aspects of this power to face, from facing external adverse situations to our own internal turmoils, to facing differences in relationships, criticism, rejection, and facing conflicts with courage, determination, and perseverance. So we all have this power and we know it, hence why we have successfully faced so many challenges and we keep facing them. But why do we need to sharpen this power? Why the refinement? So far, where most of us face challenges, we are often left shaken by the situation. We feel out of control. But as with any storms, they pass, but we may be left feeling so overwhelmed and exhausted or more bitter with life. And there's a subconscious underlying fear for the next one, as we may be left weaker from the previous storm. When we empower ourselves beforehand, we are somewhat prepared mentally and emotionally, and these challenges can be the same or worse, but we feel more in control and respond more peacefully, more gracefully as we ride the storm smoothly, steadily, and we come out of it not as much exhausted. In fact, we can feel more empowered from a great learning experience. So, why do we use this power? Well, using this power to face, it really improves the quality of our experience and the quality of our life. So today, let's practice sharpening this power through a reflection on facing adverse situation. For this, we shift our perspective and we look at life as a film or a story, and some may look at life as an entertaining game. And first of all, let's step back and visualize that we're sitting on our couch outside watching a small TV box, and in that, we're watching the movie of our life in the form of a funny cartoon show, a children's cartoon such as Tom and Jerry or Mickey Mouse. In that movie, we watch different scenes with different cartoon characters of our life, including ourselves. That TV box is so small, so the different characters appear as tiny, and so they look so insignificant. Any scene in that movie, for example, an earthquake, fire, flood, they cannot affect the watcher of that movie. He is sat outside comfortably, feeling very safe and secure. Anything in that movie, any mishaps, has nothing to do with him. That story cannot harm him because he's totally separate from that TV box. Can the watcher blame anyone in the movie? No, he cannot blame anyone because they are all acting as per their fixed script. And can he complain about anything or feel guilty about this movie? No, because it's a fictional movie. It's lifeless. It's not real. So what does the watcher do? He simply observes. He's entertained, amused, and he remains completely unaffected. He remains light and easy about things and laugh at the absurd situation. He knows that the movie is temporary. It has a beginning and an end, and when it ends, he does not question or analyze the story of Tom and Jerry. He gets on with his life. What we have just practiced here is called the detached observer, or a third-person perspective. This brings humor and lightness by seeing things externally as funny cartoon characters. It's not always easy, especially when challenges are hard and we're so caught up in the situation. However, when we practice this perspective repeatedly, despite our own reservations, we find that it becomes somewhat easier to face challenges. In fact, we won't even feel that we are facing. Why? Because we will be watching the live show of our life with entertainment, with humor, with laughter, and we will remain light and happier as opposed to totally being sucked into this roller coaster of this temporary short life, and then we come out of it more exhausted. So let's repeatedly practice this so it becomes more natural and normal, and by observing life in this way, we can empower ourselves and life will become easier, more entertaining. Thank you. Om Shanti.